Global family. Happy Saturday to everyone. It's a beautiful Saturday. I'm glad that you can join us here today. I know many of you guys will be watching this as a recording. This will be available for you to share to your organization, your teams, people you feel will find value in the information we're going to share here today. So we're very excited as we're nearing the last month of the first quarter of 2021. We hope everybody is doing well. We're very excited. I want to share a little story about the title of our leadership training today, Why Not All of It? So as I was asked to do a leadership training, I offered some topics to discuss, and the great Joe Garcia says, why not all of it? And I said, great, that's the name of the topic. So that's what we're going to do here today. So I hope you have paper and pen for those of you guys that are listening while you're driving, or you don't have access to take notes. I would encourage you to watch this again and then jot down some notes. Always want to not multitask when you're getting some training, because you want to study the information and ideas pop up. And when ideas pop up, you want to write them down. And that's what's going to help you with the training information. The only way training works is if you take that information, you study it, and you implement it. Otherwise, it's not going to matter. And we want this to matter because you matter, your business matters, your future matters, your finances matter, all of that stuff matters. Okay, so make sure you jot down some notes, and we're going to get started. So here's what I want to start off with today's training. Over the past several weeks, I've been offering product pairing solutions for my organization when it comes to helping you acquire more customers. Our NHT Global products, in my opinion, and it's actually factual, is there is no products in the marketplace around the world that can match our products. Okay, and we want to have more people experience our products and become customers and optimize their health, because you're sharing it. So what I want to do today is I want to cover a series of 4 health challenges that I want to help yourself and your organization acquire more customers in ways where you can simply share our products with people in its simplicity and get a 3-month commitment at the minimum. Okay, now for those of you that are in my organization, you will get kind of like a review of this, which is fantastic. But I'm doing a series of about 12 health challenges. Today we're just going to cover 4. And my goal with this is here's the challenge with many people who come on board in the wellness profession. You do not have to be a doctor. You do not have to be a scientist. You do not have to remember all the ingredients and what it's supposed to do. All you need to do is know some key aspects of the products and how it can help the person that you're sharing it with. That's it. That's all you need to do. I want you to share products to people as if they are 8 years old. If you can share a product and explain the benefits and how it's going to help them as if they were like 8 years old, you're going to increase the amount of customers you're going to have into your organization. Now, for someone like me who's been in the sports performance arena, in nutrition for over 20 years, I love ingredients. I love the physiological changes from a detailed perspective, what it does to the human body, how it does it, why it does it. But you do not need to do that to acquire customers. So I want you to jot down some notes here as I share with you. So this is going to help you, number one, write down the names of people that you can go out there and share. And number two, get your ears, your radars up on social media when you know somebody is talking about this type of health challenge or this, boom, you got a 2-product solution. And let me explain to you why 2 products versus 1 product. We all know that the more people invest, the more chances they're going to actually consume it. It's just a fact. That's number one. Number two, the more nutrients you put in somebody's body, the higher the chances a result's going to happen, and also quicker. So that's a plus, okay? And we know that so many of our products, based on their ingredients, actually do so much good in so many areas of the body that, again, you're going to help them not just on the reason why they're taking it, but you're going to also optimize the other areas of their health as a added benefit / bonus. Okay, so I'm excited about this. So let's get started here. Here's the first solution we're going to help people with, and that is better sleep. I cannot stress this enough. This is one of our pillars of our health. It's better sleep. And what's happening in the world today is that what is not normal is becoming normal. Why is that? Because the more we just have it, we accept it. And when we accept it, we feel like that's normal. But it's not normal. And everybody needs to have better sleep. And let me talk to you about the 2 products that you can help people have better sleep. And I want to explain it in a way where it's easy for you to understand it, but it's also easy for you to share it. Remember, you don't need to be a doctor. You don't need to reiterate what our formulators are saying and how they formulated the products. All you need is some simple concepts that people can grasp, and they'll want to purchase the product. Okay, now, when it comes to sleeping, there's a lot of factors as to why people can't sleep. Everyone's got different factors and the reasons and the causes and contributing factors for that. We know that if we combine these 2 products, we're going to affect 99% of the reasons why people are not getting good sleep. So this is why this is very exciting. Let's talk about Restore Silver. Okay, now we know Restore Silver has a lot of medicinal benefits to the human body, but we're going to talk about how this helps for better sleep. Okay, the main ingredient in the Restore Silver is the jasmine flower extract. Okay, now that is responsible for an enzyme production of calcium ATPase. Okay, the thing that you want to understand and share is that calcium ATPase plays a significant role in melatonin production. Okay, why? What is the importance of melatonin? Well, you see a lot of products out in the marketplace that promotes melatonin for better sleep. Okay, because melatonin does promote deeper and more restful sleep, and it gets produced at night when there's less lights. Our body gets stimulated to start producing melatonin. Our body does that automatically. Okay, now a lot of people take melatonin and sometimes it doesn't really help, because melatonin may not be the issue as to why they're not sleeping. That's why we're going to introduce the other product, okay? But one of the reasons why our bodies sometimes do not promote melatonin is we are in our lives today are all based on cell phone usage and computer screens. Okay. And this is becoming a big problem, not just in sleep, but in other areas of our health, like our eyesight and our focus and all that stuff. The blue light that gets emitted by cell phones and computer screens tells our brain to stay alert. Okay? So, body, please don't produce melatonin. I need to stay alert. And that's what happens. That's why a lot of people, when they're ready to go to bed, they're tired. They just can't sleep. So here's how you take Restore Silver. You take 1 ml at night, 1 hour prior to when your bedtime is. Okay, you can take it straight. You can dilute it in water. Just don't dilute it in orange juice because of how the orange juice and the acid imbalance will fight for absorption rather than the jasmine flower extract. You can watch the video on Dr. Lyle Wilson, who did a fantastic job, obviously formulator Restore Silver. So you can take it straight. It's actually a pleasant taste, but you can also dilute it in water. Now, if melatonin is not the reason why you can't go to sleep, we're introducing the next product, and that's Stem Renew. You know, the thousands of benefits of Stem Renew. But let's focus on better sleep. How and why does Stem Renew help with better sleep? Well, we know that Stem Renew supports cellular health by monitoring your body's response to change. Anytime your body goes through any type of change, it's considered a stress for your body. Good stress, bad stress, any change puts stress to the body. And what does stress do? It creates damage to cell production. Okay? And it's caused by emotional stress, physical stress, hormonal stress. Isn't this something that almost everybody goes on a daily basis? Do you know people that are going through these types of stresses and changes? Yes, almost on a daily basis. Okay? So what winds up happening? When your body notices change in stress, cortisol level gets stimulated to produce. Your body tells, hey, your adrenal glands, hey, stimulate some more cortisol level. Now, we know cortisol level is needed, but also is responsible for a lot of our health challenges. Okay, again, we're just going to stick to better sleep. So this is why a lot of people have sleep disturbances. Mine's going 100 miles an hour while you're trying to sleep, but you're tired and you need to sleep and you just can't sleep. Okay, and that's usually the reason. This is the reason for it is because of increased cortisol levels. Right? We're thinking about too many things. We're worrying about too many things. Ooh, cortisol level increases because we have emotional stress now. Okay, and with that causes physical stress. So now we can't sleep. So the Evian egg extract, which is the main ingredient of Stem Renew, okay, it helps decrease cortisol production, and it does that by sending new cells, okay, new cells to the glands. To the adrenal gland, and that's sent by the stem cells that the bone marrow stimulates to produce from Stem Renew. Okay, so cortisol levels up, Stem Renew decreases the production of cortisol levels. Melatonin does not get produced. Restore Silver helps enhance stimulation of melatonin. It's the best two-product solution for better sleep. Now, if you want to put these people on a preferred customer, let me share with you the cost of a preferred customer to have better sleep. $61 for Restore Silver, $75 for Stem Renew, a total of $136 on a monthly basis for people to sleep better. $136. Are people not worth $136 a month to have better sleep? And a lot of people are noticing changes within 2 or 3 days, some within the first day of taking these two products. okay? But you want to get a 3-month commitment. Every time you offer a 2-product solution, you say, listen, I've noticed, I've heard that you can't sleep. You have an issue with sleeping. You woke up like 50 million times. You can't go back to bed. Listen, I got a 2-product system that can help you sleep better. And I want you to commit for it for 3 months, 90 days. If you're interested, let me know. I'll give you the information. Get a 3-month commitment. The chances that people are going to want to stay on these 2 products is huge, especially when you're talking about better sleep. And I always like to give people extra value outside of just our product solution. And again, I tell people who want to have better sleep, 90 minutes before, whatever your bedtime is, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 90 minutes prior to that, okay? You can consume walnuts and almonds. You can have chamomile tea. You can eat kiwi. You can have passion flower tea. All of these help, combination of decreasing cortisol levels, calming the nervous system down, elevating the melatonin stimulation. But more importantly, stop your cell phone usage or being on a computer 90 minutes before you go to sleep. How many of you, and be honest with yourselves, how many of you lay down in bed and boy, let me check my Facebook one more time. Let me check my social media one more time. What did you just do? You just stimulated your body through the blue light to say, hey, stay alert. I'm stopping my melatonin production. And this is something your body does automatically. And then you want to go to sleep and you can't go to sleep. So again, information to help people outside of just our product recommendation. So that's better sleep. Now, let's talk about health challenge number 2, joint support. Man, can we change a lot of people's health with our 2-product solution for joint support. And usually when you think of joints, you think of knee, you think of hip, but it could be your spine, anywhere in your spine, your neck, your low back, your jaw, okay? Your TMJ, your temporomandibular joint is a joint in your jaw. So these are 2 products that can help with this tremendously. And again, I'm going to share with you how simple it is for you to understand, but how simple it is for you to share. Because again, you don't have to be the scientist. You don't have to be the doctor. You're just the conduit. You're the messenger. And remember, if we can talk to people as if they were 8 years old to understand, they're going to want to have, they're going to want to buy the products. Okay. So let's talk about joint support. Glucosamine 2200. Glucosamine is actually kind of like a protein sugar. It's an amino sugar, and it helps with stimulating cartilage production. Okay. Now I'm trying to stop myself from going into other things because I understand the joint. But again, keeping it simple as glucosamine is an amino sugar, and it just helps stimulate cartilage production. What happens with a joint irritation, joint pain, joint discomfort? Usually a cartilage was damaged, maybe a pull, a tear that pulled onto a cartilage, maybe the shock of an athlete, or your biomechanics are off, and over a period of time it put unnecessary wear and tear into a joint that causes inflammation, irritation, and pain. Okay, well, the glucosamine is part of stimulating cartilage production, meaning cells start to create what is necessary to repair and rebuild cartilage. Okay, so it is the building block of cartilage production, but it also produces synovial fluid. I want you to think of synovial fluid as water inside a balloon. Okay, and what that water does inside the joint is it keeps things hydrated, it keeps things fluid, and it prevents friction of a joint like a cartilage on a bone or a bone on a bone. and you need synovial fluid for mobility to occur. So glucosamine helps synovial fluid production in addition to cartilage production, which is needed for any joint discomfort. Now, you would take one capsule 3 times a day. Here is my recommended time frames that you should take glucosamine 2200. 8 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m. If you're allergic to fish, you may want not to take this product, okay? Now, product number 2 for joint support in combination with glucosamine 2200 is Stem Renew. As I told you, products has a lot of medicinal properties to them if you understand the ingredients. Now, there is a peptide, and I know I shouldn't have put this down because I said about keeping it simple, but this peptide, CTGF, promotes collagen production. Collagen production is responsible to help with cartilage regeneration, okay? If you produce cartilage cells and you allow them to regenerate, remember what is Stem Renew? It renews and it regenerates and it repairs, okay? Any cell that is traumatized in the body, the protein signal from the avian ag extract picks this information up, and guess what? Tells your body, hey, activate more stem cells that comes from the bone marrow, and guess what? Send some more stem cells to this area. It needs regeneration, okay? So when you have these cells that are able to regenerate in combination of production of cartilage and synovial fluid, now you know why these 2 products are the best products you can give anybody to support any joint issue. You would take Stem Renew in the morning, okay, and also no later than 1 p.m. Because Stem Renew can also elevate energy, we don't want to have people take this at night where, you know, they need to sleep, right? So you want to take 1 capsule in the morning and with water, and the second one no later than 1 p.m. No different than how you would take it for better sleep, okay? Now, if you want to put him on a preferred customer and get a 3-month commitment, $37 for our glucosamine 2200 and $75 for our Stem Renew. That is $112 a month. Only $112 a month to help people get out of their joint discomfort. Think about that. That's nothing, right? And some extra valued information always to give people is if people are serious about their joint discomfort, their stiffness, their pain, their limited range of motion, they need to limit their simple carbohydrate intake. What's simple carbohydrates? Well, they're the sugar carbohydrates. There's carbohydrates that come from fruits. We call them complex carbohydrates. The simple carbohydrates are your pastas, your bread, and your potatoes. And you want to limit the intake of sugar. This is huge, by the way. And so you add these 2 products. They limit their simple carbohydrates and sugar. I would love to get the testimonials in 2 or 3 weeks after being on these products and doing this. If you look at joints that are weight-bearing, hips, knees, where a lot of weight is bared in through these joints, the ankles, the foot, it's going to take longer for benefits to occur than non-weight-bearing joints, like the elbow, the wrist, and the shoulder, okay? Usually you'll get quicker results with non-weight-bearing joints than you will weight-bearing joints. Oh, man, can we help a lot of people with these 2 products? Okay. Let's move on to number 3. What are we talking about on number 3? Okay. Teen acne. Man, can we help a lot of parents with their teenagers and also adults as well. But because this is such a niche area, man, you can help so many people. And here in North America, if you're looking at prom that's coming up and graduations that are coming up, you can help so many people with this, with our two product solution. We love our 30-minute firming system. Again, yes, it's about fine lines and wrinkles and brown spots and aging spots and all that stuff, but we're focusing on this product for teen acne. What happens with acne in teenagers? Well, during puberty, there's an increase in androgens. Androgen is just basically testosterone. Yes, in girls and in boys, okay? And what happens when androgens are stimulated to increase in the body, it causes sebum. I want you to think of sebum as oil, okay? And this is created by the sebaceous gland. It creates sebum, okay? So when androgens get stimulated and increases, your sebaceous gland starts to produce sebum. And what happens with increased sebum? Well, sebum clogs the hair follicle, and it also clogs the pores of our skin. This is a great area for bacteria to be created. And this is what causes blackheads and what causes pimples. Depending on the size of the pore, right? It'll either be a blackhead or a pimple. And those with oily skin has a higher acne outbreak. Now, one of the major benefits of the ingredient, the aloe leaf that we have, how does this help with acne? Well, yes, the detoxification properties and the hydration property and all that stuff is important. But what's important to understand is aloe, the leaf that we have, has tremendous antibacterial properties. So while these teenagers are stimulating increase of androgens and the sebum is clogging up the pores, what our firming system will do, primarily the hardening mask, the second product, okay, is it's an antibacteria. So it helps decrease the bacteria that's being formed by the clogged pores. Okay. Now you've seen on our social media a lot of before and after pictures with acne. I want you to understand why that is. Okay. The also ingredient, the soluble collagen that's in our hardening mask, also helps bind the water to our skin. Okay. It's like the conduit to have water penetrate through the skin. And what this does, it offers less scarring. I know some of you guys have had people when you were in school, you have had people and you can remember the people that just had terrible acne. And some of these people have taken some medication, oral medication. They actually had injections in their face. And sometimes they had to get worse before they got better. And so what winds up happening is a lot of scarring occurs in the skin because there's a lot of damage that's done to the skin. And this is why the soluble collagen can actually help with lessening of that scarring. Okay. And so it's kind of like a 1-2 punch for acne. So if you want to help teen acne, get your teenager, and whether it's in your face, your neck, or on the shoulders of your back, you can use this product on those areas. You want to apply the hardening mask every other day for 3 weeks. Every other day for 3 weeks, okay? And a secondary product that helps internally for acne is our omega-3 essential fatty acids, okay? What's the benefit of omega? Oh my gosh, I could spend hours just on the benefit of omega-3 fatty acids for lots of health challenges, okay? But again, we're focusing on teen acne. Omega-3 decreases inflammation, and this is how it fights acne indirectly. It's got a lot of anti-inflammation properties, and what happens when the sebum fills its follicles. Bacteria starts to form. What happens when your body recognizes bacteria? It sends signals there to inflame, to protect it. Okay? And so this is how omega-3 actually helps. It also regulates the skin's oil production. Okay? So again, when sebum increases because testosterone increases, omega-3 comes in and say, hey, don't be too concerned. Let the testosterone increase. It's supposed to, because it's part of them. It's part of the changes in their puberty. Let it happen. But hey, let's calm down on the sebum production. Okay? Which means what? Less bacteria growth. And if any bacteria that does grow, what happens? The omega-3 will decrease the inflammation. So for kids that are around 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, you want to take one soft gel daily. As you're getting towards that adult age, 17, 18, and above, and for adults, you want to take 2 to 3 soft gels a day, and you want to do it 10 minutes prior to any meal you're going to eat. Okay? So here's your 2-product solution for teen acne. Now, here's what gets better with it. Our Skindulgence firming system is just under $67 as a preferred customer. Our omega-3 essential fatty acid is $46. So we're looking at about $111 initially. And then the next 2 months is only $46. Why? Because our 30-minute firming system is a 3-month supply. So think about it. $111 initially, $46 a month for the next 2 months to help teenagers with their acne. Oh my gosh, I wish we had this when I was growing up. And now you have it. Now here's what else you can help people with. Hey, by the way, as you're experiencing our 2 incredible products, why don't you increase your honey consumption as well as cinnamon? Why? Because both of them help kill bacteria. Add honey to some of your food. Add cinnamon to some of your food. So again, giving people value. And the last one we want to talk about. Which one are we going to talk about? Man, I'm so excited about this. And that is, I like to say, we call it weight management. Some people are looking for weight loss. I like to say weight be gone. Wow, aren't you guys excited about our Twin Slim probiotics? I'm so excited about it because it's a new technology in regards to the benefits of weight loss. And again, you don't have to know all the names of the prebiotics and the probiotics. That's there to get you to understand how the product is formulated. So you obviously have belief in it. The patent set, you don't have to remember all the patents. It's good for you to know that, but you don't have to explain that. Let me tell you, you can go out and tell people, listen, we got a brand new technology in helping people promote fat burning. Would you like your fat to burn? Would you like to reduce the amount of fat your body absorbs? How about, would you like to reduce the formation of fat and accumulating fat? Wouldn't that be great? Well, I got a 2-product system that can help you do that and lose inches in your waist, look slimmer, get a 3-month commitment. Okay? That's all you need to know. You need to tell them all the probiotics that are in there. The video can do it themselves if they want the extra. I have a product that can help you reduce fat burn, increase fat burning, reduce fat absorption, reduce fat formation. That's what people are looking for. And all you do is take 1 or 2 sticks just before your meals. Let me tell you another addition to this because I think this is very important. I've been using this for a long time when it comes to weight be gone. Okay? Fiber. We do not consume the amount of fiber, at least in North America. Maybe it's better in Europe and Asia. I don't know. But I know the statistics here in North America is not good for our fiber intake. Why? Because our diet is terrible. We consume a half of the amount of fiber we need on a daily basis just for our digestive system to work. And we know that if our digestive system does not work well, our system doesn't work well. So 25 grams to 30 grams a day is what is necessary on a daily basis. The average is just half of that. This one scoop of fiber actually has about 7 to 8 grams of your daily intake. But here's how it helps with your weight. And again, I'm just going to keep this simple, okay? Because fiber has a lot of other medicinal value when it comes to normalizing blood sugar, blood pressure. But here's how this works for weight loss. The soluble fiber, that doesn't just help your gut health, but it helps promote fat loss because it reduces your appetite. When you have an increase of fiber, it makes you feel full. So if you feel full, you're going to decrease the amount of calories that you're going to eat because you're not going to want to eat a full plate. Or you may not want that extra bite. Well, if you accumulate that over a period of time, that alone is going to help you lose weight. We have people losing weight 5 to 7 pounds after 1 month of adding fiber-rich 1 scoop a day on their meals. Okay? You can use it on your meal. You can mix it in with water. You can actually mix it with any beverage of your choice with your meals. You want to put them on a preferred customer? Twin Slim is $67.50. Fiber-rich is just over $33. We're looking at about $100 a month. $100 a month. We're not talking about buying certain foods and all this stuff. $100 a month, 3-month commitment, and here's the extras. How about including beans, berries, avocados, apples, and whole grains? This also will help with fat loss. So I just gave you 2 product solutions for 4 health scenarios that is easy for you to share this today, get customers, help people with our products, get a 3-month commitment, which is great for your consumers. And guess what? It's great for you. All right. So that was the product training segment of our training today. Okay. Let me get a sip of water here. And let's go on to our next segment of our training. What are we going to talk about right now? Well, I want to give you some bits and pieces. I like to call them the odds and ends of your business. There's so many of them. But a couple of things that can be the difference between you making $100 a week versus you making $1,000 a week. Okay? And it's just little things over a period of time that can help add another zero to your paycheck. Okay? So let's talk about this because I think this is so overlooked in our industry that just this alone can change your business. So I hope you take notes on this, and that is following up with your customers. A lot of people take too long to follow up with their customers, or they're doing it wrong. And I just want to give you just a concept. Follow your customer follow-up based on your organization that you belong to. But I want you to pay attention to like 5 things that you want to take care of when you're following up with your customers. Results, I call it the 5 R's. Results, recommend, reorder, referral, and register. So let's talk about these real briefly, okay? Obviously, you're following up with your customers because you want to find out how they're doing on their products. Is there results? How quickly did they get the results? What were their results? Okay? Because you want to use those to also help share the product and the story with other people to acquire more customers. Okay? You follow up with customers because this is how you can recommend some of the other products. Maybe it has nothing to do with the reason why they're taking it. Maybe they're taking it for some digestive stuff and now you want to introduce skincare to them. Maybe they've gotten great benefits with the product and now they're open to whatever else you suggest. Maybe they're taking our 2 products and we need to add another product. This is what you do on a customer follow-up. On a customer follow-up is when they're ready to reorder. A lot of people wait and think they're just going to go online and reorder their products, even though they like it. That's the biggest fallacy there is. They're not going to do it. Why? It's just the way it is. Don't question it. It's what happens. This is where you can also ask for referrals, especially if they've had some type of benefit and results. Great. I'd love to share this with other people. Who do you know that I can help that's within your circle of family or friends or coworkers that I can also share this product with that may also be suffering from this health challenge? Okay. This is when you can also register them and upgrade them to become a distributor. But this is the mistake that I think a lot of people make. Do not try to convince and force people to become a distributor, especially in the first month or maybe even in the second month. Okay. The reason why they bought from you is because they want to see if they can support a health challenge and optimize their health. Don't bombard them with them trying to sign up as a distributor. Okay. That's so important to understand. Okay. You want to be the best customer service for that individual, for your customer. Okay. Get results, recommend other products, get a reorder, ask for referrals, registering them as a distributor may even happen after the first call. Okay. But the goal is to service them with information, uplifting, inspiration in order for them to get the results that they want. Okay. But let's talk about this. This is the system that I use. Okay. I'm just keeping it simple. All right. The first call should always be the call when your customer gets the product in the mail. Every single one of you guys have a back office. You know when the product is being delivered to your customer. If it's Tuesday and it says by the end of the day, don't call them in the morning. Don't call them late at night, because you want to make sure that they receive their product. They're excited. You're excited for them. Okay. So call them the day of their shipment. And why do we also call them there? It's just another reminder, hey, you're there, you're their support system, you're excited for them. And this is where you make sure you go over the recommended use of the product. You'll be surprised that people take it, they mean well, and they haven't even opened the bottle after 1 week. Now, you wouldn't know that if you don't do your follow-up with your customers. This is why we are following up with our customers, because we want them to take it immediately when they have their product arrived. So the call on shipment day is for you to be excited that they received it and to make sure you go over how they're supposed to take that product, and that you're going to tell them you are going to call them in 2 weeks. Unless you hear otherwise from them, I'm looking forward to reaching out just to make sure everything is okay in 2 weeks. You put that on your planner, you call them in 2 weeks. What do we say in 2 weeks? We want to find out that they've been taking it daily. This is the number one reason why dietary supplements are not working for people. You know what it is? People are not consistent taking it on a daily basis. What if you went to a health club once this week, twice in 2 weeks, 3 times in 1 week, nothing for 2 weeks? Are you really taking advantage of the benefit of the health club? No, you're not. So what are we doing? We're providing customer service. Hey, do you remember how important sleep was to you? I just wanted to make sure you're taking it on a daily basis because I want you to sleep better. Okay, so that's the call 2 weeks after. If people are taking it like you're supposed to, then your call 4 weeks after that, they should be ready for a reorder. If they're telling you after 4 weeks, oh man, no, I still got a lot. Huh? That means they're not taking it daily, because most of our products are a month's supply. So if they're telling you that they still have enough, don't be okay with it. Make me understand here, Joe. If you took it on a daily basis and it's got 30 capsules in a bottle, you should be ready for a reorder. I'm concerned that you're not getting the benefits like you want because you're not taking it on a daily basis. That's customer service. Okay. And then after that, I call my customers on a monthly basis. Now, when I say call, you can replace this with messaging in today's world. I still like to call. I like to leave a message, right? And then I'll follow it up with a text message. Okay, so that's a simple customer follow up, which keeps people in check and taking it consistently. And if you take it consistently, what happens? You're getting results. If you get results, you get happy. If you get happy, you're going to refer people. If you're going to refer people, hey, maybe I should do this from a business perspective. Okay, so that is important. This could be the difference whether you're making $100 a week or $1,000 a week. Let's talk about another odds and end. This is so important. I did a training on this, I know several years ago. It's taking control of appointments. This is so important for you to understand if you're serious about your business, okay? And again, this really could be the difference between you making $100 a week or $1,000 a week and making sure that the time that you're putting in when you're contacting and reaching out and promoting and sharing and marketing, that it doesn't go to waste, okay? So make this your rule. Anybody who accepts to review a tool, whether it's a live webinar, you send them to a recorded webinar, whether you send them to your online store, whether you send them to a capture page, never hang up, never leave a text that you're communicating with unless you have scheduled a follow-up appointment within 24, 48 hours, okay? So if I said, hey, Joe, great, you know, you're open to taking a look at the live webinar, fantastic, I'd love to get your feedback on this. Can I reach out to you later today around 7 p.m. so you can tell me how you feel about the information that you reviewed? Don't just tell them, oh, great, you're going to watch tomorrow. I'd love to get your feedback. Bye, thank you very much. No, that person is done, okay? Always schedule a follow-up appointment every time somebody accepts to review a tool. Make that a habit. If somebody says, well, when I get a chance to watch this, I will reach out to you. Great. Here's my rule of thumb. Joe, if I don't hear back from you within the next 2 or 3 days, will you allow me to give you a call? Guess what? 99% the answer is going to be yes. Great. Guess what? On your appointment book, you're going to put down, I'm calling Joe 48 hours, 3 days from now at this time. Boom. That's an appointment. Okay? If you meet somebody one-on-one, or you have them over for a presentation, or you do a live presentation online, and they just haven't made up their mind yet, they said they want to review the information before they make a decision. Fantastic. Before that person leaves, before that person you hang up with, listen, I'd love for you to review the information. I'd love for you to connect with your significant other. I also would like to help answer any questions that may arise. When will you be able to make that decision? Can I give you a call back sometime tomorrow or the next day? Well, the answer should most likely be yes. So what did I do? I created an appointment that tells you that you're in control, that tells the person you're a professional, that tells the person that you care, that you're all in with them, okay? And that's very important, that what you do is in your calendar. Appointments. How do I know if you're having a successful business? Let me take a look at your calendar. How many appointments were made today? How many new appointments are going to be made tomorrow? I don't know. That's all up to you. But I know there's a lot of appointments that were not made as you were prospecting, as you were following up. Unless the answer is no, I'm not interested. I don't want to try the products. I don't want to join your business. I don't want to refer anybody. Fantastic. There is no appointments to be made with that individual ever again. Well, never, ever again. But you understand what I'm trying to say. But until somebody says no, there's always appointment for another follow-up. And you control that. You put it in the books. Here's another odds and end. Questions that are telling. If you catch yourself always saying this to your sponsor or your enroller, but these are also questions that I want you to pick up from the people you brought into your business or the people that are in your organization. Here they are. You always hear, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to X, Y, and Z. How can I X, Y, and Z? These questions are very telling. And what it means is, here it is. I'm not crystal clear with my goals, dreams, and I really don't have an end in mind. When you don't have goals and dreams to go after, here's what winds up happening. There is no roadmap. And so you don't have a reason to take action to take you to your end in mind. So you'll hear like, well, I don't really know how to approach this person. I don't really know how to attract or talk to more people. No, that's just a justifiable excuse you tell yourself because you don't really have a goal or dream or an end in mind. Because if you did, there wouldn't be any questions of how. Because if you have a what and a why, there will always be a how. Always remember that. So if you catch yourself telling yourself, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get to the next rank? How am I going to enroll more people? How am I going to acquire more customers? How am I going to help my people in my organization? Gosh, how many how trainings do we have on how to do all of that? But if that's what you keep telling yourself, it's an indication that you're not solidified in your why. That could be a weekend training and a seminar in itself. So I'm just trying to bring in awareness to get you to understand where you're at, but also where your people in your organization are at. If you're a hibernator, or you're one of those that start and then they stop, they hibernate, and they start again. Maybe it's because a new product got launched, or maybe a sponsor gave you a call and inspired your dream again, and you started, and all of a sudden you stopped again. If you're only acting when somebody motivates you, guess what? You don't have an end in mind. It's just you don't have a belief because you don't have an end. If you have an end and you fall in love with it, there's always going to be actions to take towards it. It really is that simple to understand. And if this is you, hey, get with your sponsor and let's hash this out and let's get you to act so you can achieve the things that you want. Because it makes sense to go and take action to achieve the things you want because you know what the end result is. So that's very important. Okay, so those are some odds and ends. Let's now go into just self-awareness and to see where you are at. Are you all in with your business? Are you somewhat in your business? Are you in and out of your business? Is your sign open 24/7, that it's open, or do you sometimes have business close signs? So just take a look at these questions and just take time to really answer them truthfully for you. Because remember, you're on this thing. You're obviously here for a reason, right? If it didn't matter to you, you wouldn't be here listening to this. You wouldn't invest time. If I didn't think it would matter to you, I wouldn't invest my time into doing this presentation. Our leaders wouldn't invest time, right? So obviously you're here for a reason. So take the time to ask these questions and answer them to yourself truthfully, okay? Do I practice what I teach others to do? If I'm teaching others to do this, to do that, am I actually doing what I'm teaching? If not, why not? Think about that. If that's what it takes for people to grow their business, why are you not doing it to grow your business? I don't care if you're a director or a global ambassador. You lead by example, right? Now, this is a good one. If everyone in my organization worked their NHT Global business like I worked my NHT Global business today, would I be happy or would I be disappointed? That's a true reflection, right? So if everybody in my organization, if they made 4 appointments like I did today, would I be happy? Of course I would. If I made no appointments today and no appointments tomorrow, and everybody did that in my organization, would I be happy or disappointed? I would be disappointed. So where does it all start with? You. Here's another question. Would I hire myself to run a multi-million-dollar operation? See, a lot of people will say, sure, I would. And you may be making the biggest financial mistake. This is where the ego gets in the way. Would you really hire yourself to run a multi-million-dollar operation? If the answer is truly and authentically yes, fantastic. If your answer is authentically and truly no, you've got some personal development to do. Here's another one. Do people in my circle of family and friends know I am serious about my company, products, and opportunity? It doesn't matter if they're buying products from you or they joined you, but do they know that do they perceive you as being serious about your company and products and the opportunity? The energy that you emit, the consistency you have, the posture you have. If the answer is no, they don't perceive that, you got to take a look at what are you really doing in your business. So again, some great self-reflection questions. Am I connecting with my online sponsor consistently during the week? Not to always find out how do I do this, how do I do that, but always being inspired by your why and the actions that you take or can take. Here's another one. Is your online store open for business 24/7? Do people know people can order products every single day? Why? Because you have a worldwide business that operates 24/7? Or is your sign closed? Do you promote on your business page once every so often? I mean, think about that. Are people want to buy from people that are serious? Not people who are serious for one day, people who are serious on a consistent basis. Is your end in mind crystal clear? Because if it's not, you're going to hibernate. You're going to start and stop. You're going to start and stop. You're going to take less action, let alone take no action. Is your end in mind crystal clear? Do you understand the international recognition program? Do you understand what it takes to get to the first rank? Do you understand what it takes to go to the next rank? Do you understand it? If you don't, how are you going to achieve it? Is it important to you? Are you a true consumer of NHT Global products? So if you're going to tell somebody that they can sleep better by taking Stem Renew and Restore Silver, and you have a hard time sleeping, but you're not taking Stem Renew and Restore Silver, that's a big question mark. Think about that. Do you practice what you preach is really what the first question was, right? But are you a true customer of NHT Global products? You should be your best customer. When was the last time I sent a prospect to a live webinar or a recorded webinar for the opportunity? Think about this. If the answer is less than 2 or 3 days, you're not a serious entrepreneur. Think about it, right? Maybe you don't have the end in mind. Maybe you have doubts, low self-esteem, belief. So, but if you don't change that, you can't expect the business to change. Here's another one. When was the last time you presented the opportunity online or in person? You know, that's one of the best ways to really build your business, because every time you present, you're buying into what you already bought into. You get excited about it, regardless of the outcome. When was the last time you presented an online or in person? Think about that. When was the last time you shared a testimonial or offered a product to somebody? If it's more than 2 or 3 days, are you all in? Posting on social media is not building your business. I can't stress this enough. People will share somebody's event, they'll post something, and that's all they're doing in building their business. That's like the worst thing that you can possibly do if that's all you're going on hope. You're going on chance. You don't become successful on hope, right? If you're waiting for someone to message you, if you're waiting for somebody to get back to you, if you're always waiting instead of creating and taking control, you're not building a business. So again, just some awareness questions. I just want to make sure all of you guys are aware. And here's my last kind of slide. My last slide. I hope you're staying with us here because all this is very important to the future of your business. And one of the things that I wanted to do with this is, what can I share and help you do outside of your NHT Global business that helps you become a community leader, that helps you fulfill your fulfillment, serve and strive, that directly and indirectly gets you to build your NHT Global business. Why? Because the universal principles and laws rewards you when you do certain things in a certain way. You're either working with universal principles or you're not. And here's these tips. Number one, I want you to go out there and promote a business. Okay? Whether you do a screen sharing on your cell phone and interview somebody on your Facebook wall or their wall, you want to reach out to somebody that, again, not just any business, but a business that you know the owner does really good, has a good service, a good product, and where they're really good at what they do, right? And you would just want to share it with people. Interview it, Facebook Live, or leave a video testimonial on their wall, right? I can go to Joe's wall if, their rules are I can leave that. I'm going to do a video, and I'm just going to say, hey, I just want to do a video to share all of Joe's friends that come and look at Joe's wall on a consistent basis. I want to recognize Joe for just doing an incredible job in helping so many people reach their God-given potential and really developing their mind in order for them to develop their business. He's great at it. He's been featured in multiple books and multiple magazines. He's been a mentor to so many people, and he's really helped so many people, including myself, increase their awareness to the level where they make changes in their life, which fulfills their life, and they achieve the goals that they set out to do. And I just wanted to recognize him. For those of you that are looking for something like that, please reach out to Joe. He's amazing. He's incredible. There's no one out there like that. Now, guys, I did not have this in these slides. I just spoke freely right now. Once I said the word Joe, boom, I just spoke freely. And that's authentic and that's real. That's how I feel about Joe, right? Could you imagine how that would make Joe feel? He gets probably some of that, but it's different to tell him, but also to tell everybody else in recognition. But it's the truth. So what did I do? I recognized, right? I promoted him. And again, it's just one thing that you can do. And you can do that with just so many businesses and people out there. And it doesn't take preparation or a lot. You just speak freely and be real. That's going to help you tremendously. Here's the tip number 2. When you, on Facebook and on LinkedIn and probably in other social media platforms, you get a notification that it's somebody's birthday today. Sometimes you guys get 10, right? That's today. Instead of just texting happy birthday, blah, 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 I do that. I say enjoy your day, and then I send private messages, okay? And instead of just saying happy birthday, that's no different than anybody else, okay? Customize a private voice message. You can do that on Facebook Messenger. You can do it on LinkedIn and do it for your voice, right? Hey, Joe, I noticed today was your birthday. I want to wish you the happiest of birthday. You deserve so much. I hope you take the time to just appreciate the day. And I'd like to appreciate knowing that you were born and my life is better with you in it. I just wanted to reach out and say happy birthday to you. Isn't that much better than just typing a happy birthday? Okay. So customize a private message and mean it. Be authentic with it. Okay. Or any accomplishment. Somebody just got a new job, or you get in LinkedIn, they're saying, oh, so congratulating 7 years of so-and-so working with their company. Send them a voice message. Hey, you know what? In today's world, you don't see many people committed to their companies more than 2 or 3 years. I want to congratulate you for being with your company for 7 years. I hope you love what you're doing with that company. I hope it provides what it is you're looking for from a financial perspective and a personal growth perspective. I just wanted to personally congratulate you. Isn't that better than just saying, hey, congratulations? And again, I'm not reading off of anything. I'm just speaking from my heart. Think about that. It'll make you feel good. It'll make them feel good. The universe rewards you for that. What's number 3? Write down 10 things you're grateful for. Do it on a daily basis. Some of the things you may be grateful for, you'll be thinking about other things you're grateful for. Gosh, we are so grateful for things. Even when things are not going good for you, you got to find something you're grateful for. The fact that you're breathing, you have another opportunity to do something bigger and better the next day. The fact that you're breathing and you can think, you can create. The fact that you're breathing says that you can make different decisions, that you can go out there and ask for help. The fact that you're breathing, okay? You can be grateful for the relationships that you have or the relationships that you're going to build, right? There's so many things that you're grateful for, that you have another day to make choices, another day that you can strive for your end in mind, another day that you can help people with your products, another day that you can help people keep their home because you have an opportunity that you want to help and share and help them save their home. There's so many things you can be grateful for. The support that you have, right? Take the time to write them down. The universe rewards that. Why don't you reach out to a business in your local community that you like or you do business with and ask them, hey, I'd like to know, what is a good referral for you? Like, what's a power partner for you? That if you were to connect with this person or this organization, it can actually help your business. What does that look like for you? Don't be surprised that some of them don't even know, right? But, well, you know, if I had this person, and maybe that person that they're thinking about and telling you is a person you know. And maybe you can connect them to that person. All you are is a conduit. You're reaching out for help, and maybe you can provide that with just one phone call or one Facebook message introduction. Think about that. You don't think they'll be grateful for that? Doesn't that make you feel good? Won't that make that person feel good? And the universe rewards you. Those people may want to reward you. So again, an act of kindness goes a long way. Why don't you find an online or an offline community group that you can be a part of? That you go there either on a weekly basis, every other week basis, or a monthly basis where you share your business, right? And you learn about other people's businesses. And there are people that are there to do what? Refer people to you. But they want to refer to people that are all in. They don't stop and go and then stop and go and hibernate. They're all in. They're there with intention. They're there to help the group make more connections while you're getting that in return. Compliment 3 people. Maybe somebody posted a picture. They did their hair. They got a haircut. Compliment them. Again, not by saying, hey, nice. Oh, that looks awesome. Do a voice message. Hey, I noticed your smile you had in the last picture was probably one of your best photos. Like, you post a lot of photos, but there's something about that photo that screams like happiness and wow. And when I saw that, I just wanted to say I was happy for you because that's one of your greatest photos. Thank you for sharing. You don't think that's going to make somebody feel fantastic, especially when it's authentic and real? Wow. I've noticed you posted a picture with somebody that you found a great connection with. I know that's something that you've been looking for 3 to 5 years because that's all I've seen you post. And I was so glad when you posted that picture because it made me feel happy for you. I just wanted to say, hey, that's awesome and congrats to you. Isn't that better to hear it from a voice? Think about that. Little acts of kindness that are authentic, that'll make you feel good, make them feel good, and the universe starts to reward that. Write down your areas of weakness as an entrepreneur. Write down your strengths as an entrepreneur. Why don't you share that with your sponsor and come up with ideas how you can take advantage of your strengths and how we can help the weakness. Okay? And some of these traits may be personal traits that may affect or enhance your business. And last, never let a day go by without helping one person, whether it's promoting a business, whether it's complimenting somebody, right? Whether it's telling somebody you love them. And again, just helping somebody, make the intention that when you hold somebody for a door, you see somebody holding on something and you hold on to the door, don't just hold on to the door and just like look away like you're doing them a favor. No, look into the eye and say, oh, let me help you. I'm going to hold on to this door. Don't worry about it. Go through. Like, have intention when you do that. It's going to change who you are. It's going to change the perception of them. It's a good deed. And guess what again? The universe rewards that. So guys, gals, we're all looking for health, happiness, prosperity, freedom, love, and abundance. We all want it. There is no human person on this earth that doesn't want that. I want you to understand that you are more than just an NHT Global distributor. You are more than an NHT Global distributor to the person you're providing the opportunity to. You are more than a person who's just selling supplements to somebody. You are more than that. You are a solution to so many people that need it, that want it. And you can help people achieve all of this just through the NHT Global vehicle. This is why it's so important to develop yourself personally so you can develop your business financially and professionally. And you have it all here with NHT Global.